What's something that Liverpool High School has that James Bond doesn't? Drones. Granted, LHS's drones aren't used to collect world-saving information or spy on people, but hey, we've got a one-up on 007. Can't complain. On Wednesday, November 10th, Liverpool's drone program hosted an event at Wetzel Road for future CTE students interested in the CTE drone program.
So do you want to give us kind of an outline of what this program is going to be?
So if you're familiar with the drone technology itself, obviously what we tried to create was a program that would give kids experiences but also prepare them for a license in the end. There's a lot of applications of flying drones. I think people see it as perhaps just a game or an activity, but realistically there's a lot of careers that are really based around being able to utilize a drone instead of using people in especially safe or unsafe situations.
Yeah. So do you think that, like you said, people see it as more of a game or a toy? Do you think that affects how parents look at students that want to do this and want to go into the drone program?
I think sometimes the word CTE or the letter CTE sometimes put people in a position they don't really know, is that a serious or is that a real career? And one of the things that I just want to explain or share with people is the idea that career and technical education is a preparation program, not necessarily keeping people from going to college, but an alternative way to get to a career in life. And sometimes it does include college, sometimes it does include a program that might not necessarily be seen as a college. And we talk about the plumbers union or the electrical union.
Definitely.
There is an expectation where they have to go through a journeyman or an apprenticeship, and realistically the drone program could end up being the same program or a similar program.
Definitely, that makes a lot of sense. So how many students do you think are most likely to be doing this program the next couple of years, and do you think it's going to gain traction as it goes on, or do you think it's going to kind of stay the same size?
Well, the reason I explained it, we had some parents in there a few minutes ago, and I explained the other programs, is one of the things we're doing is we're adding a math and a science component to it.
Okay.
And what we wanted to do is we wanted to utilize both the hospitality program, the early education program, and certainly the communications program, so that if we have smaller numbers, when we look at the math and the science portions of that, we can put those kids together. But our hope is to have a full-blown program for 11th grade and 12th grade for all four of those programs.
Makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I think one more question is just, do you think that after the drone program and the new programs that we're implementing in the next couple of years, do you think there's going to be more after that, or do you think this is kind of what we're working with for now?
I think one of the things that we're really looking at is, we want to survey or interview some kids and find out what they're looking for. But we are looking at a program that does have aspects of looking at landscape technician or landscape work. We're also looking at food tech and pastry arts, because we do have a kitchen here, and we have maintenance guys that work in the district. So we want to utilize our own programs in the district to try to help students.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you're a current drone student, right?
Yes.
What grade are you in?
Senior.
You're a senior, so you won't be here for this program.
Nah.
Are you excited to see where it goes?
Yes, I will. I would love to come in a few years, come back and see how it is, see if I had the same teacher, and see how when I first started, see if anything improved or changed.
So what do you think is going to be happening with this program? What do you think it's going to look like? What do you think students are most excited about?
I think most excited is just flying drones in general. When I first wanted this program, I just wanted to fly drones in general, and once I graduate too. So I think in the future there's going to be better drones, better technology, which would be way better for the students.
Is it a little bittersweet that it's happening the year after you leave? Because I know that's how I feel about the communications CTE program.
Yeah, I feel like this year there's been way more stuff than we got last year, but that was due to COVID and everything and shipments. But even so, this year I'm taking everything for granted.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we worked with you. You came to BB, right?
Yep.
That was a moment.
Fun. good.
So was that like the first big drone project you worked on because of COVID, or did you use it before that?
Yes, yep, that was, we actually went to Soul Road Elementary for the elementary kids for the cereal box drive. We were supposed to do that outside, but due to all of the wind, we couldn't set up any outside, so we just stayed inside. So we learned a little bit, but it was kind of a field trip. But the dairy farm that we went to was a big field trip, and our first real one out of COVID,
Really?
which we learned a lot. We had
Exciting,
fun.
yeah. So would you say that that was really good, like on the field experience?
Yes, yeah, no, definitely too. I learned a lot of how farms work and how they're made, and all the farmers that were there we talked to and stuff. And we got videos of the cows getting milked, and we've learned some of the technology they have too is really advanced.
So if you were a senior, you're kind of planning on what you want to do from here on out. Do you want to use drones in your career and like, in your life?
Yes, I want to go to the Air Force for drones.
Oh, really?
Yes, and programming too, which is are on my slides for me.
You must be excited for the Air Force. speakers
Yes,
tonight.
yeah, I'm going to talk to them after because I
Definitely.
would like to join.
That's a great idea. And so I guess the last question is, what are you most excited about for the rest of this year? I know you said you're kind of taking it for granted, but senior year, you're hanging out, you're in the program you like.
Rest of this year, I'm excited just to for field trips actually.
Yeah. Do you have any big ones planned right now?
Oh, we have none yet. We're still thinking. We want to visit the Amazon warehouse down the road
Makes a lot of sense.
because
Yeah.
they have so many robotics, and we're gonna do a unit on robotics and
Yeah.
how they work, and programming them too. So, because my uncle works there and he's a manager of robotics.
Yeah, that
So my Mr. Stark has already talked to him about it, and we're gonna hopefully visit it in the springtime.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking to me, and thank you.
All right, here's some air refueling over Iraq. So that's a tanker right there. That's a KC-135. That's how we get gas when we're either flying from here to Southwest Asia or while we're doing missions. So when we're deployed from here for Desert Storm.
Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So I think our first question is, how do you know you want to be a tech teacher?
So I've always enjoyed building things, problem solving. So whether that was working with wood, whether that was flying drones or building robots, I've always enjoyed being able to solve problems and doing some hands-on experiences to do that. So I originally went to school for mechanical engineering, and I really enjoyed learning the math and science behind how things work. And then I learned through robotics clubs and through robotics programs that I enjoyed teaching people the knowledge that I had learned. So that really drove me into technology education and teaching.
And drone tech specifically, because I know that that's kind of your specialty now with Liverpool, is how did you get into that specifically?
Sure. So Liverpool is always on the cutting edge of technology, which I've always appreciated as a tech teacher. And what I found is that I'm a bigger of robotics guy. I love doing the robotics clubs in the district and going to competitions and building things. And drones, if you think about it, drones are kind of like flying robots. So it's been neat to bring this brand new technology to the district that I can give students controls, I can give them the experiences of brand new drones, and we can learn how to build things and problem solve using drones as the technology.
So what would you say is your role going into the new CTE program?
Sure. So my role is to continue to grow the drone tech program, to give kids the experiences that will allow them to be successful in the real world by problem solving, building things, doing all sorts of science, technology, engineering, and math or STEM. Giving them those skills to be successful once they graduate high school. So for the new career and technical education department, my role is to grow this program and continue to see it be at the cutting edge of things and be able to grow it.
So until that comes at the beginning of next year, is right? Is when the CTE program is beginning?
Yeah, so drone tech is actually going on right now
Yeah.
for juniors and seniors. So we're looking currently for sophomores as well as juniors, because you can join as a current junior going into your senior year. You can do it for 1 year or 2. And we're looking to get the word out there. This program and this brand new facility exists, and to get students to come in and try it out and give it a go.
And so for your current drone tech class, what kind of stuff do you have planned for the coming year until the CTE program starts?
Sure, that's a great question. We're excited to really expand on what problems we're going to solve. My students are going to work on 3D printing. They're going to work on video production and photography and video production as units with the drones that we have, as well as do some contracting work. Get out there, take some photos for different companies, edit them, give them footage, and do those sorts of environments.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And I think another question was, a lot of these students that are in your current drone tech class, they seem really excited about this. Most of them are seniors.
Yeah.
Is it a little bittersweet that they aren't going to see the program and it's full?
It is bittersweet. What's been cool is I call them the OG drone people, right? Like they're the original people that started this program when it didn't exist yet, and they joined and have gotten it to this level. So I'm really excited to see them in the years to come back and visit, work with the kids that are then in the program, and be able to see how they started off, right? And then see how it's grown because of what they were able to be successful
Definitely.
in.
That seems exciting.
Yeah.
I think the last question is, are you Iron Man?
I am Iron Man, absolutely. Yes, I have a poster to prove it too. Make sure you get a.
Oh, I've gotten pictures, don't
Yes,
worry.
I am Iron Man. I know people will try and prove me wrong, but yes, 100%.
Okay, thank you so much,
welcome.
Mr. Iron Man. We really appreciate you working with us and helping us tonight.
Absolutely.
So, Mr. Stark, drone.
On behalf of the lifeguard, I'd like to thank Dr. Potter, Mrs. Araka, Mr. Stark, and all the students and other faculty involved in the Future Drone CTE program for letting us sit in on their event and see what's going on, as well as gain this experience and opportunity. This is Elsie signing off.